This video is directly for Ashley Jane Austin, 11/14/97. I'm doing a lot of research, and I'm not sure how this research is going to pan out in the end, but there's a lot of things that I need to say on this video, and I'm not really sure how to say it. I do not know where you're at. I've traveled extensively over the past 3 months trying to find you. I've gone from Maine to Virginia several different times, in every state in between. I've made a lot of phone calls, sent a lot of text messages, got on Facebook, did Messenger. And I'm told many different stories of where you're at. Katie Lynn Grover says you're with her. I know you've talked to Mike Austin, and even though I begged your mom, or adoptive mom, she won't tell me where you're at or the phone number. She refuses. She's keeping that secret. I've talked to your birth mom, Julie. The thing I want to tell you about Julie is I know the truth of what happened all those years ago. Everybody sees Julie as the enemy, and she's not. If anything, I verified that much. I have the paperwork and the notice. Julie is not your enemy, sweetheart, despite what happened all those years ago. Katie Lynn Grover, the one that claims to be your sister, is now under investigation. I've contacted some law enforcement agencies based on some comments and statements she's made, claiming you was with her, that you didn't want to talk with me, that everything out of my mouth was a lie to you. That really hurt me when I heard that. Ashley, I don't know what people have been telling you, but if there's something that you want me to verify to you or to prove to you, I will. I know that all these videos I've been making, all these posts, seem bizarre. All I'm doing is exactly what you and I promised each other we would do, that we'd always do. If for some reason we got separated because of other people or agencies, that we'd fight to find each other at all cost. I'm not doing this to hurt you. I'm not doing this to create a problem. And to answer questions that have surfaced, no, you are not my property. You're not a slave. When we put the rings on each other's fingers and swore we were I don't even know how to pronounce it, fiancés, that tells me that our relationship is a serious relationship, not a puppy love relationship like a lot of people think. When you were sitting on the lawn in Roanoke, Virginia, 1610 Patterson Avenue, the night that those two workers came, along with the police and the ambulance, you held on to me, banging my chest and my legs, begging me never, ever, ever leave you. And I promised you I wouldn't. In the back of that ambulance, when I went in to talk with you, you also made me promise that no matter where you went, no matter what home you went to, no matter how long it took, I would always fight to find you, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing exactly what you and I promised. The notes that you gave me, Daddy of the Year, things to do before the baby's born, our future together, to get married. I have all of your notes, sweetheart. This is not something that I'm creating in my head or wishing would be true. This is something that you and I discussed very in depth. And we did it in front of Margaret, Chris, Chrissy, Natasha, Nick. We did it in front of Circus, even Mike Waller, Michelle Fortin, Chuck, Brandy. We did it in front of Animal Control Officer Trisha Bruin here in Bangor, Maine. And by the way, something else I want to tell you. The lady police officer that was behind the window there, when we went down and got $5 for cat food, she adopted the little one, Bella. She has her. Bambi was adopted out. All of them were adopted out. None of them were put down, sweetheart. I still have the original text message and voicemail that Trisha Bruin, Animal Control Officer, sent me. She told me where they're at, that they're doing real good. Sweetheart, I don't know how to say this. I just have to say it the only way I know how. Without you, I'm completely lost. I know you and I promised a lot of promises to each other, and I'm clinging to those. It's what's keeping me alive. You know I'm a good dad. I'm not a deadbeat dad. I spent a lot of money on gifts and necessities for the baby already. My daughter-in-law, stepdaughter, Lisa Marie Nichols in Rochester, New Hampshire, she has those gifts. I had them stored there so that they would never get stolen or damaged. I want you in my arms again. I want to hold you, to hug you, to kiss you, to make love like we used to, except this time stronger. And never again will anybody separate us. My hands were always gentle to you. I've never hit you. Even though you broke my nose. I remember that day. But I was in the wrong. On New Year's Eve, when we made love, 1610 Patterson Avenue, and then we celebrated New Year's Eve. Just like I told you afterwards, I've never loved anybody like that. I've loved before, yes, we all have, but never have I loved anybody like that. 100%. By the way, you'll be happy to know that I have all the paperwork concerning my biological father. So now you don't have to go by my words only. I have the verification of what happened and why. And why my grandma was forced to have my name changed. I have it all now. I know you told me you didn't want me to prove nothing to you because you trusted me. But with everybody interfering, I feel that it's appropriate now that I do prove it to you so that you'll see that I am not lying to you. Katie Lynn Grover said that I've done nothing but lie to you and that you told her that. That hurts inside my heart. I don't believe that would be the case, but by some odd circumstance that is, it really hurts. Because I've never lied to you. The only time I did lie to you is when I told you that I was okay on the floor, 71 First Street, Apartment 6 in Bangor, Maine, when I was holding my stomach, crying. I said, no, I just have a stomach ache. And you said, bullshit, Al. I can see you're hurting. What's wrong? That's when I sat down and privately, just you and me, I told you about my medical condition. And after that, our relationship strengthened. because you knew that I was willing to be honest with you. I blame myself, sweetheart, for you being taken away the second time. I never should have went downtown to find cigarettes and food that night. And I blame myself because all of this is happening. If you're going to hate me, sweetheart, please try to understand that I didn't know. Margaret says she doesn't know who called the cops, doesn't know who reported us. Your adoptive mom says that Margaret called the cops. She has all the messages on her phone to prove it. I don't know which is true. I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I am so fucking scared, sweetheart. I'm so scared, Ashley, that you're going to leave me because of somebody else's bullshit about me that they don't even understand or even know. And that's what hurts. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on anymore in my mind. Just please don't leave me. Just please don't leave me because of somebody else's lies. As for the baby is concerned, it'll be over my dead body before I walk away from the baby. I promised you that, and I'll never break that promise. I love you, babe.